You don't have the patience or $500 fine. There are no applications. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Amari Poe and Jasmine Hunt. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own a...
This right here is huge. An affirmative finding of family violence isn't just words. It permanently strips firearm rights, impacts custody, and follows you for life. This isn't a slap on the wrist. This is a legal brand you don't wash off.
Possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State?
That is the plea, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Notice how carefully the judge walks through the waiver of appeal. That's not formality, that's protection. Once he says, yes, here, this case is basically sealed shut. No do-overs. No second thoughts.
Stand.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There not.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state offers into evidence, State's Exhibit 1 with all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Yep.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call on, the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. All right, state and defense, why should I accept this plea?
It's a good resolution, truly.
I need to clear the record, Your Honor.
Yes.
With this one, we had attempted, but we had not made contact with the mother of the child, and that is the reason for the plea.
A no contest plea is courtroom code 4. I'm not admitting guilt, but I'm also not fighting this. The result? Same conviction, same consequences, just less risk if there's a civil case later.
As it is, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to a $500 fine, time and money running concurrent, 146 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Amari Poe and Jasmine Hunt. Court will show that the judgment is satisfied. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we can go off the record. From reading this, you don't have the patience or the self-control to be around children and to parent children, based upon what I've read here. And it appears that the only reason why this offer is being extended or was extended is because the state has been unable to contact the child's mother. So, this is what I know from my time living on the planet. When you raise your hand to a child in anger, that's not a good thing, because the only thing you're teaching them is that might makes right. You're not teaching them anything. They're just learning to be afraid of you. and they're not learning anything else. And then when they go through life and they have children, they're going to say, what did my stepfather do? Right makes right. And then that's what's going to end up happening. And that's not a good thing. And then when children are young, guess what? They're going to cry. Babies, they cry. They don't know how to communicate, and that's how they communicate. They cry. Guess what? If a child cries, usually, one, they're hungry, their diapers need changing maybe, or maybe they just want to cry because they can't express themselves. And you got to be able to be patient enough to deal with that.
Judge, I would say for him that he's never been in the courthouse before. You're not going to see him again.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
This case ends quietly, but the warning doesn't. Because when a judge tells you you're unfit to parent, that's not just a ruling. That's a line you never want crossed again.
Thank you. I'll go to investigation on your seats.
Yes.
We'll see you Thursday.
Yes. See you on Thursday. Bye-bye.